Look at Charlie Ring and Maxine Waters. It's just like that stimulus package. You know, if you create a stimulus package, well, I'm gonna give them first home buyer cash for clunkers. You're not giving them cash for clunkers. You're not giving them first time buyer. If you see a plant that needs water, why water it for a day and you don't have any more water to give it? You can't jumpstart a nothing, something with nothing. You can't call what caused it to drive to that point of breaking point. In the beginning, you provide for it one day, but the second day it's going to die because it's ordained by God to die because it was not designed by God. It never received God's blessings from the foundation of the earth when he said, be fruitful and multiply. And anything that God didn't ordain from the earth and didn't approve his blessing upon, it will wither and die in its season. No stimulus package is going to enhance or create a situation where this tree that man created with his own hand to live, it will not live. So they created this here to tear the whole earth down, to consume the man that owns something because they know the people's on crack and go and get some money on somebody else's property, and they're gonna let them have it. First time home buyer. What you mean first time home buyer? If he ain't got no money to buy something in the beginning, how is he gonna buy something now? It doesn't make sense. If he didn't have money to pay for it before you created this here first stimulus package, then how's he gonna pay for it now? It doesn't matter how much you give him to pay down on a house. You know that man from the beginning. You know what I ain't gonna say the word I want to say. Since you know he's not gonna pay for it, but you do this to trap the man that worked hard for his product, his own, to be taken away from him. God said he would set a wife. I'm gonna go to Isaiah chapter 52. 62. I want to show you something. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm getting over this here signals. I want to show you this one more time where God was talking to me, and 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 I have a proof, shot behind me, proof that he was talking to me and not to Daniel, because you look here at the range of Daniel and Jesus Christ when he was born, and when I was born in the body of Jesus Christ, the weaponry they had didn't require fuel. Didn't require fuel. The Greek soldiers had spears. You see this here. Nothing ran by the lack of fuel. Nothing ran by lack of fuel. The Roman soldiers, they had spears and everything. Nothing ran by the lack of fuel. The ships was oared. They had the shield, the back, and had their shield to protect them from being fired upon with other arrows and stuff. But they had oars where they rowed the boat. The soldiers did this. This was during the reign of Jesus Christ. That's the reason he gave you to Alexander the Great a white horse. There was no way that Alexander the Great could have conquered the earth because the weaponry that he used needed fuel. Didn't need no fuel. It relied on the strength of the man. That's what it did. And if the man get out there and battle and get tired and faint, then the enemy is going to take over. That's what he's going to do. Now, you see all these here armor they had right here? All the way up until the early centuries, when they came to the United States of America, you see they had shields. This is where you can take and understand Bible prophecy. When you read these things in the Bible, you know who God is talking to by the weapons that they use. See what I'm talking about? Now, let's go. I wrote this here down and here, because God, when he created the earth, he created, said everything was good, did nothing need a hero. So he told him to do not take of the tree of good, knowledge of good and evil. Knowledge and good and evil, I said, and I'll say it again, was education. Universities. Knowledge is universities. It's created for the good, but the evil man taking created war, vessels of war through the knowledge. See what I'm talking about? It's good if you used it for the purpose, but the evil side of the earth, the Antichrist, he would take and create weapons of mass destruction and say it's a necessity that we got to use these weapons. So at the beginning, when Alexander the Great came, they didn't have weapons that ran by the way of a pure of crude oil. This is where I'm going with this. Now, God created a magnet to draw that man to Armageddon. As long as that man fought with Arabs, God didn't worry about him. But God created all the oil and natural resources on the earth in the Middle East just in case that man disobeyed him and tried to go high tech. And when that man go high tech, his weaponry, the space shuttle, jet fighter, nuclear bomb, the tank, with the heartbeat that was sustained would depend on the natural resource that comes out of the earth in the Middle East called crude oil. You can't fight a man and take over his kingdom unless you go and bound that man first. The kingdom of God had all the natural resources. So this man cannot fight him and take control of the world unless he takes his kingdom, can take over his kingdom. Because the heartbeat that caused his weaponry to come alive depended on a natural resource called crude oil. Not like what Alexander the Great had from people's foundation. So that's the reason God spoke to us in Isaiah and St. John chapter 16. He said, verse 7, nevertheless I tell you the truth. It is expediently for you, that I go away. For if I go not away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. And when he is come, he will